Welcome to Northwest Profiles, a look at people, places, and events of interest in the inland Northwest.
In my art, I try to express some kind of emotion. Whether that emotion is joy or pain or angst, it needs to have a power behind it.
Corey Cannon is an artist with a passion for airbrushing.
I've used a lot of different media, from pencil to pencil crayon, brush painting, oil painting. But once I discovered the airbrush, I discovered the tool that could really let my creativity go free.
This 31-year-old Creston, BC native owns Cannon Art, a custom painting business built on imagination.
The beauty of the airbrush is that it can render any surface perfectly, from a very hairline to a broad spray, and it does it almost effortlessly, or it appears to be. The airbrush can be very frustrating when you first start with it. There's a lot of technical aspects to it. The first airbrush I bought, I dismantled it and spent the next 3 days getting it back together. Whereas with a brush, it's simply your hand to the brush to the paper. The airbrush, there's a lot of mechanisms in between. So you have to learn them and really learn how to control it. But once you do that, then you can really be creative with it. A big turning point in my career as an artist was I joined the local Creston Art Club. And that brought me into an environment with a lot of other artists. And their positive feedback really encouraged me and helped me move along.
As a member of the Creston Art Club, Corey gained confidence and public exposure. He continued to paint whatever came by, or in this case, drove into his studio. Corey's airy images with their attention to detail won him the People's Choice Award in the first 3 art shows he entered. One prize was for a refrigerator brightly painted with a desert scene titled Cold Spot.
It's definitely inspirational when you have the support of your peers. It's one thing for the public to say that's a nice painting, but when other artists really affirm your work, that means a lot.
Some of Corey's most amazing artworks are found in his paintings on metal. Images come alive when light is reflected through layers of transparent paint.
When working on the aluminum and grinding the background, you actually become a sculptor in a way, in that you're no longer just painting, you're actually altering the surface where it reflects light back to you. People seem to love the paintings on ground metal. It's a dimension they don't often see. And it's something that doesn't reproduce really well in print. You have to actually see it because you have to walk around as the light reflects. And it really captures people.
Whether he's painting a helmet for the town's fire department or airbrushing a fridge in honor of Creston's local brewery, Corey's proud to be part of his community. Along with his business partner, Amanda Geddes, Corey opened Just Exposed, an art and gift store on Main Street in downtown Creston. This is where the public can view the wide range of Corey's artistic talents. With his passion for the art of airbrushing on the rise, so are the number of projects that Corey is currently working on. Projects that are as bold and creative as Corey and his customers' imaginations.
Since starting out as an artist, I've had a lot of interesting projects come towards me. I've painted cars, boats, guitars, lunchboxes, toilet seats, even people. I've done quite a bit of body art. We do temporary airbrush tattoos and paint directly on skin. It's becoming quite popular now because everyone has an interest in tattoos, and this way they can actually try it out without actually getting a permanent one. And I find a lot of people have come to me that do want a permanent one, but they'd like to try it first. They look quite realistic. They'll last up to 5 days. They're FDA approved. So then you can have that wild and crazy tattoo and still keep your mom happy. In the future, I hope to be living successfully as an artist and getting to the point where I can paint my own ideas. The part I like about doing the art the most is probably just the satisfaction of completing a project and seeing a customer be really happy because they have an idea originally. And if I can bring that to life, then the look on their face when they come back and see their idea actualized on a helmet or a car or perhaps just a painting, gives me immense satisfaction. Living in a small rural community is great, especially when you can do what you love, and painting is what I love. And the fact that I can still live in this small town amongst all my friends and carry on in that way, it's quite amazing. It's the life I've always wanted to live.
If you have a story idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington, 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.